All right, good morning, everyone. It is Thursday, September 16th. The time is 10:28 a.m. And according to my phone right now, the temperature is around 18 degrees Celsius. And I just got a notification that this stream has been broadcasted to the YouTube world. Hello, Abduli. Jeff Lepard in the house. T.O. Steve says, morning. And what's interesting is I am not in the city of Toronto right now. I am in this far off land called Markham. Good morning, Vivian and Jeanette. And I like to walk, and everyone else. And on the other side of the street there is the city of Vaughan. And then on the south side is the city of Toronto. And this area here is known as Thornhill, the area north of Steeles. There's a guy just kind of screaming behind me. Hello, the real man. Bevy says, say hi to Godwin if you bump into him. Let's put the non-wide angle lens on. There's a view of a fabulous Esso gas station. I am not yet awake. I'm struggling to just get my words out right now. But I did manage to get a haircut yesterday. That was my big accomplishment. That and doing a bike stream where my tire got deflated. The Enterprise says you're in Thornhill, dude. I just said that a minute ago. Thanks. If you didn't let me know, I never would have known where I was. So this is Markham. But as soon as I cross the street, I'll be in Toronto. And that'll be a part of Toronto known as Newtonbrook. And that'll take me south down to Willowdale. Jeanette, $7 for some AM coffee. Thank you very much, Jeanette. And the rat who plays Danganronpa. Morning, Johnny. We are witnessing the last days of beautiful weather in Toronto. Cool haircut. Thank you, the rat who plays Danganronpa. And thank you again for your super chat during my premiere when I was still sleeping the other day. I woke up about 10 minutes into that. And I saw your super chat right after I woke up, and I felt bad, but thank you. And there's some York Region buses there. Those are those blue and white ones. So if you go north of Steeles, since you're leaving Toronto, due to this disjointed transit system we have, you have to pay an extra fare. Susan says the houses here are 1.2 million apiece. That's a bargain, relatively speaking. And over there is Centrepoint Mall. And where that big Canada Computers is, used to be a very short-lived Target. That mall is not very good. It's not worth making a video. I say that, and then I probably will go there at some point. Some of the local businesses. 12-hour H, yes. It used to be located to the south of here in a large plaza that got redeveloped. So it took over the old Target space. I don't think it takes up the entire space. What route via transit did you take? I took the subway north to Finch And then I just randomly got on a bus. Well, not randomly, I just saw Steeles East and I figured it was going up to Yonge and Steeles. You're building a computer and ordered some parts from there. Would that be helping you with your photography? North York looks beautiful here, says Falcon Scott. Well, that's one word to describe it. Emily Daigle, $1.49. Thank you, Emily. And this stream is in lieu of a normal video today. Tomorrow morning I'll be doing a premiere of a bike ride. Then I might stream later. And I already have a video up for Saturday morning. Here is something you can find a whole lot of in this neighborhood. I believe that says Daldong-ne. If my Hangul skills are still up to scratch. We built this whole neat outdoor area. Entrance at rear door. Doesn't seem very convenient. John Wick says Steeles Avenue East. That was the bus I took. But really, any bus going north up Yonge would have worked. Maybe some wide angle action would be better. Apgujeong. Apgujeong is like a high-end area in the Gangnam district. I actually have a video I recorded when I was last in Seoul around Apgujeong, and I never uploaded it. Maybe I'll put that on the Stumbles channel. I've got one video from Seoul I never posted, and I've got a night video from Kaohsiung in the very beautiful country of Taiwan I haven't posted. So for this one, I think I'm just going to go south. I haven't been in this part of Newtonbrook in a while. Get a tattoo. Huh. So I'm thinking I'll just go south, maybe to Shepherd. So the second half of this walk will be fairly familiar. There's the number 5 to Glen Shields Avenue. I have no idea where the hell Glen Shields Avenue is. What's your favorite restaurant in Toronto? I've got a few. Overall, Barbarians would be number 1. Do I watch Soul Walker's channel? Yeah, there's a bunch of walking channels from Seoul. A few that got really big recently. How come, Scott? This is not a premiere. This is a live. I am really here in person. I suppose I could record one of these and just sit at home and stream it off of my computer as if I was here live. I could even do a voiceover. But I think you guys would pick up on that. Did I live in another city or always Toronto? I grew up born in Brampton, most of my life in Mississauga as a kid, with a year in Stouffville. Then I bought a house in Milton. That was short-lived, and I moved downtown in my early 20s with some friends. We shared a townhouse. And then I spent 5 years in Seoul, Korea, starting around 2007. And now we're here. Young Burger. Is this light gonna? Oh, this light's not going to change anytime soon. Where to next? I don't know. I am so cultured because I've been around the GTA most of my life. Susan, I got back in like 2014, so my Korean is not quite what it used to be. It is regressing. It's still 1,000 times better than my French. Ugh, the last thing you need is for me to try to speak French. What's for lunch today? I don't know. Tomorrow, I'm going to try to get my wheel sorted out on the e-bike. I filled it up when I got home and there was a slow leak in it. So probably just a small puncture somewhere. It should be an easy fix, but I'll take care of that another day. You thought Canadian French is a requirement. When you're in elementary school, and I think anyone immigrating to Canada has to commit to learning French or English, one of the two official languages, but other than that, I don't think there's really any requirements. And I might not even be right on that last point. I just kind of assumed that was a point, but I might be wrong. Holly says he's Korean and used to live in this area. They really should extend the subway north up to Steeles just to go to the north end of Toronto. It's kind of silly that it ends at Finch. There's a Korean church, Toronto Kunjeungsang. I think that's Farsi on most of these signs, which I cannot read. Susan, Unionville is very far away. Oh, here's someone riding their scooter up this part of Yonge with a helmet that is clearly for style. Anju Bar and Eatery. Anju is like a Korean side dish. A lot of times in Korea, hey, there's a guy on a unicycle. You'll go to a bar and they'll have pints of beer for the equivalent of like $2 or $3, and you'll say, how is this possible that they sell beer so cheap? And then you find out in order to get the cheap beer, you have to order anju. So if you don't buy some food to eat, you'll not be so welcome there. That's just kind of the way they do it. It's basically like finger foods and that sort of thing. Ezekiel finally caught alive. Well, my live ended a little prematurely last night. Whoops. And I took a picture for the thumbnail, and I couldn't change that before this stream. So I just went with a backup thumbnail I loaded up ahead of time. Tom Tim Tung says, yo, Johnny is live. Are you ever gonna go live, Tom Tim Tung? He's got a e-scooter channel based in Toronto. Silent Sync says, how much is coffee in Toronto? Ooh, $2 to $7 would be a fair range. With all these Korean joints up here, it's worth noting that the salon I go to is Korean. Madawaska Pharmacy. Ryan Yu, NT75. Hi Johnny, so glad to watch your live streaming. Thank you, Ryan Yu. Tonkatsu. Usually when it's Korean, you'll see it spelt with a D, and when it's Japanese, you'll see it spelt with a T. But really, it's the same character. It's like a very hard D, donkatsu. And there's two kinds of donkatsu. There's the frozen kind, which is generally cheap, that they just dunk into a deep fryer. And then there's the kind they make fresh. It can be a bit more expensive, but it's quite good. Susan, that's it. Someone asked, how is pizza in Toronto? It ranges from horrible to great. There's some really fantastic pizza, but I'm a sucker for Domino's pan pizza. Their Brooklyn style pizza. I just can't get myself to pay $30 for a pie. We're gonna have one delivered for like 14. I'm not a foodie, folks. Don't take advice from me. There's a place called Hair Forum. And The Fry, that's a Korean fried chicken place. Korean and Taiwanese fried chicken has really become popular in the West recently. Although I think The Fry is modeled after a place in Korea called the Fry Pan. That was my favorite place to get chimek. The squirrel's like, what the hell, man? I'm just trying to read the development post. It looks like there's a 40-story building ready to go in there. H85075 recommending a tonkatsu place in Tokyo. Good morning, I'm biased to a T. Yeah, every few weeks I'll do a morning live stream. I tried to do one yesterday, but I couldn't get up. So I played that U of T video instead. And you'll notice there's no timestamps in the description of that video, and the thumbnail was kind of half-assed. I was not intending on publishing that yesterday, but oh well. The squirrel needs the email. And there used to be a big plaza up here on the left where there was a fantastic restaurant called Kanji Time. There was also a Bolorama, and that's where Canada Computers was. There's Coffee Time. They've rebranded themselves. It looks a lot different than it used to look. Oh, what's this? Yeah, it's not just Korean in this neighborhood. There's a lot of Asian stuff in general. Barbecue, chicken and pub across the street. How do I plan to celebrate when I reach 100,000 subscribers? Oh, at this rate, that'll be a year away. I'm just now figuring out candidates for hosting a merch store. YouTube has a few built-in options, but I've located one that seems to have the lowest overhead and decent quality. I've already subscribed to a service that gives me access to it, so I'm leaning that way, but that's still a long ways off. Louisiana music video says good morning. This used to be a giant plaza. That's where the Kanji Time was. There was a big supermarket in there. I think it was a Food Basics. A bowling alley? What the hell is happening to our bowling alleys? We are losing them. I love some bowling. I think it does, Bevy. I'm not really excited about that part. Oh, there is a dead skunk. I wondered what stunk around here. Like, it smells like skunk spray. Ugh. Rest in peace, little guy. Even if he sprayed a million people, he didn't deserve to get hit by a car. Let's look into that development. It's a good thing I got this haircut, because I have to go do, this is kind of ridiculous, but a photo shoot next week. More on that later. Good effing luck with that, you weirdos. M2M condos.com. All right. Chia, welcome in advance from Taiwan. I've been to your beautiful country twice. And there is this condo up here. When I used to work in that purplish building there, a guy I worked with bought a unit in that building, and I think it was like 169 or something. Man, he is laughing now. And I remember balking at that, going, who the hell would want to live way up here? And 169, like, almost anyone could get approval for that. It just goes to show how much housing has spiraled out of control since the mid-2000s. That same unit's probably 5 or 6 right now, easily. That was when I lived at Christie, and I used to commute up here every day. Ruben is hoping to visit Toronto soon. Well, we hope you can visit too. There goes a GO Transit bus. And they'll be going off into suburbia. Speaking of that, I think they're launching a GO train to the city of London. And that's going to take 4 hours. So here's a train that's going to cost more than a bus would. Like, who the hell is going to commute 4 hours to London? No offense if you're in that crowd. It wouldn't, like, I understand university students coming back and forth because a lot of people go to school there. There's Western and Fanshawe. That's more of a weekend run sort of thing. Whereas if we had proper high-speed rail, that whole trip would take a fraction of that time. It would actually be feasible. Just playing with my camera angles here. So over there is Hendon, and about a month ago, or 3 weeks ago, I took one of my new e-bikes up there and I rode through the Finch Hydro Fields, and that's where I entered them from. Please stop by to the hot dog stores coming up on the left. It's 10:57 a.m. Are you working there? Defend the life of Chairman Gonzalo. These people can't be serious. Sorry?
You were filming the car in the back of it?
Whose car?
This one here, I was parked over there.
I'm doing a live stream for YouTube. I'm just filming in public.
Okay, I thought you...
No, I'm not filming you.
Okay, I was wondering.
Oh,
No.
yeah, this is for YouTube.
Okay.
But I keep the camera away when...
Anything interesting or what?
I just walk down the street and film it.
So all the things that would otherwise be unusual, or...
No, just...
No, I just wanted to know if everything was okay. I thought...
Oh, yeah, no, nothing.
I thought you were security for
No, no, no. I don't film people or places.
Okay, I thought you worked for like the
Oh. All right. That guy thought I was like security or something. He was like, "You were filming my car." I was like, "No, I wasn't." All right. And in fairness to him, he was kind and not the least bit threatening, so. It can be a little unsettling when someone in a car is like, "Hey, what are you doing?" But he actually seemed like a friendly guy. He was just very, very curious. Johnny, the security guard. There's the hot dog stand. Is this what I'm supposed to be filming? Yeah. Well, when I film with my other camera, it's a lot smaller and more discreet. This thing everybody notices. Oh, hello. Hey, there's a friendly guy. He said hi, Johnny, and waved. Do I have a bucket list destination? I wouldn't say so. I've been meaning to go out to Eastern Europe. This place used to be a John Anderson's. He's a former hockey player. He also had a store on Dundas in Mississauga store. They were diners. Cards to give out to people? I can just tell them the YouTube channel name. Here's an entrance to Finch Station. So now we are entering Willowdale. This is an area sometimes people refer to as our second Koreatown. And these two buildings here are called the North American Center. All right, now we're just going to keep moving south. There's a camper van. Now, I usually like to walk over by that side of the street, but I'll just stay on the east side of Yonge here. Good morning, Estelle. And this is the intersection of Yonge and Finch. And to the west of here on Finch, they're building the Finch West LRT. I've walked by some of that construction before. Now, Susan, I don't really miss anything about working here, but First Canadian place was neat. The views were sick, and I got to film videos before, after, and sometimes during work. When the Raptors won the championship, I went outside and filmed the parade, and I ended up putting that on the channel. Problem is, everyone else had that idea, and that video didn't really get any views. But I don't even think, yeah, I was way below 1,000 subscribers back then. So most of my videos only ever got 500 or 600 views. T.O. Steve, $5 for a Shepherd Center snack haul. Great job. Thank you, T.O. Steve. The Shepherd Center is 2 subway stops to the south of here. It used to have a movie theater. They closed it down when Cineplex and Famous Players merged. Whoa. What are you doing? I'm just gonna casually roll right over the sidewalk. Like, idiot, you have perfect visibility from behind the sidewalk. There's an H-Mart. Those have popped up everywhere. Take a look to the north here. Here's a Hot Star Taiwanese fried chicken. TOT says I'm in their hood. And this place, Menami, coming up. I guess it's Minami. I've used in a few thumbnails before. There's Obar on the left. That's a popular Korean drinking spot. Estelle says my hair looks good. Thank you, Estelle. That place is Kayagum Korean restaurant. And here's the legendary Bukcheongdong. This one's got a patio. I'm a fan of their Christie location, although they're pretty much the same thing. All right, the rat, enjoy your meeting. There's life outside of Zoom. Bing Avenue? Is that Bing? How do you say that? I'm guessing that's Bing. It's probably named after someone. Aryang hot dog. Is that a Korean hot dog? Oh, it says opening soon. It's not open yet. That might have been an awesome pre-lunch, post-breakfast food. It does not appear to be open yet. Maybe. I don't know. I'll wait till they take that sign off. I'm gonna grab a sip of water here. Good morning to you as well, person who just dropped in and said good morning. Let me put the gimbal down from the wide angle. Got my my trusty water here. The Mighty Bowl, $2.99. Thank you, the Mighty Bowl. Although, I don't think you're super chatting me to watch me drink water. Kent misses the city so much. Chungcheon has been a hit. Always a long lineup. There's not a lineup right now. Chance to see all these restaurants would make her hungry. Reminds us where are the nightclubs? North of downtown, they're just kind of randomly scattered. But downtown, you'll find them mostly around King West and Portland. A few on Queen West. And probably Yorkville, I don't really know. There's probably a few in this area. Although in Korea, nightclub is very different. We often call it a booking. Max sandwich. I'm gonna reset my gimbal, it's all funky. There we go. Good morning to all 257 of you. Jeanette wants to retire to Toronto fast enough. I hope you're all having a good Thursday morning. Oh, there's a manga fried chicken over there. I think that's Taiwanese. Evoke ASMR stomach is rumbling. Neat little plaza here. Sushi Bong. There's one of those FOD delivery people. There's a few of them here. Well, at least they're not on e-bikes barreling down the sidewalks like they usually are downtown. Nature says there's so few people on the streets. Well, it's a weekday morning. This area does become rather lively later on in the day. That's kind of a peaceful time to go for a walk through here. Tom Tip Tuck. Matna Sun, traditional Korean restaurant. Estelle, I hope, well, I'm glad that you're okay. Hopefully nobody was hurt. That's never good to hear. Or rather, read. I'm forgetting the name, but there's an awesome YouTube video. I think it's called Why Is This Place Here? And it's all about this development in Willowdale, mainly between Shepherd and Finch, and why you have this big high-rise corridor along Yonge Street. It would look a little more impressive from the other side. And then as soon as you go a few blocks east or west, it's detached houses. That's the way this neighborhood was planned. So from the side, it's got kind of a neat looking skyline to it. It looks rather long and expansive, but you realize it's all just centered around one street. There is Beecroft just to the east of here that runs parallel to Yonge, and Doris on the other side, but neither street has really anything going for them. And there is the Owl of Minerva. I kind of wish I was over on that side of the street. Maybe we'll just stay over here. Sorry, I'm just doing one thing. Maybe I'll try to snap a thumbnail post or pic. Why is my phone not unlocking? Unlock. Upper East Food Club. That's new. Azuquito, Captain's Boil. There's the St. Louis Wings and Ribs. Malatong bone soup. There's the Dakgogi restaurant. Yonge Tea Shop. Why am I watching a guy walk down the street and read signs on buildings? Kartik, yeah, I don't know what's up with that. I don't think all the notifications have been going out as normal. My older videos are doing fine, but the newer videos aren't. And the live streams don't seem to be getting the same amount of views. I think that's just a general trend. It's also worth noting a whole lot of people are back to regular work. So maybe a weekday morning live stream isn't the best, but I enjoy doing it. It's a nice change of pace. There's the look north. People are talking about biking. I've done several cycling videos along this part of Yonge. It's generally fine. 12H08, I don't know how to say her name, is not really looking forward to commuting to North York. I'm glad they're finally building this. This was a stalled development for a very long time. I must have sent the good weather from Toronto over to the UK. That's exactly what I did. You're welcome for that. Glad you're having nice sunny weather in the UK. I'm all caught up on Ted Lasso. That's the only UK show I have on the go right now. I remember after I recorded a live stream, a video with Action Kid in New York, we went to a bubble tea place that was called Kung Fu Tea, and I had a mango slush. And I think he had the same. Enjoy Noodle Cafe. Action Kid says we did. Action Kid is here. The legend himself. I saw your video on the Brooklyn Bridge. It was really neat because I walked across the Brooklyn Bridge right before they closed it to cyclists. And I was really curious what it would be like with the bike lane, and I got to agree with you, it's not that bad. Head over to Action Kid's channel and check that video out as they reconfigured the Brooklyn Bridge. Unfortunately, it looks like if you're cycling across it, you can no longer kind of stop. Whoa, look at that idiot. Turning left right in front of oncoming traffic. And now other cars are waiting for him because he's too far out. That black car across from him is like, okay, buddy. I quite like this place, Kintan Ramen. There's one near my home. Oh, the cameras are jumping around there. Action Kid confirms it was a mango slushie. I had what we call baba or boba here. They just called it the balls. Oh, you want the mango balls? So I was like, yeah. Ren's Tea. I think we have walked past at least 10 million tea shops this morning. Action Kid says he met an Ontario license plate yesterday. I think even the worst drivers become decent when they're from out of town. Especially when you're in a city like New York. If that driver didn't drive around Toronto regularly, they would have no idea what big city traffic is like, so they're probably being really slow and cautious. If that was a Toronto driver in New York, they'd be cutting you off and flipping you the bird. All the same as the New York drivers, I bet. That's if they didn't kill you first. Peter Stock, I am well. I hope you're well down in Florida. People use metric or the US system. Metric or imperial. It's not the US system. We're a hybrid country. We pick and choose. Our doctors often use metric, so they'll record your height in centimeters and your weight in pounds. Sorry, your height in centimeters and your weight in kilograms, but we use feet and pounds. Whoa, what's going on across the street? There's like, I gotta get over there. There's all these tents set up. gonna see if there's a break in traffic. There we go. What is going on in the North York Civic Center? Formerly the town hall for North York. This is where Mayor Mel Lastman used to work out of. $4 for a sausage, $4.99. Jumbo beef hot dog, $3.99. That's madness. Elect Anna Gorka, said the three people supporting her. Oh, it looks like there's a farmer's market here. I don't want to get unnecessarily close to people, but we can go for a walk around the farmer's market. So Brog says I'm a walker, rider, rage. No, when I see stupidity, I'll call stupidity. I mean, when you're driving a car, you have an enormous responsibility to everyone around you. Normally when people question that, I think they must be a bad driver themselves. Because who else would be defending that?
Morning, morning. Corn chips, tortillas, pasta, Mexican food.
So this is all from local farmers. Susan would have called it a night market, but it's the day.
I can show you my.
Hello.
Hi.
This is all local beer?
Yes, of course. Ontario crafted beer, and everything is made at Peterborough.
Is made of
Peterborough.
Peterborough.
Yes.
It's 4 cans for $10.
Yes. You
Oh.
can mix and match if you want.
6. I'm just okay. I'll do that.
We have different type of beer. We have 9 type of beer. We
Okay.
have this one is a Belgian style. It's one of our most popular that
Okay.
we have.
I'll take one of those. Here, let me. You have a 10?
Yeah, of course.
Hopefully I can fit all these in my backpack. Where can I get this beer if I like it? Is this beer available in the LCBO or anywhere?
At beer store, not LC.
Beer store. I don't have a beer store near me. I live at Yonge and Eglinton. We don't have a beer store.
Oh.
This is
there.
Persian Saffron. That looks interesting. I'll get one of those. Do I just take this one? Or
Yeah, of course if you want, but the saffron is different price from that because saffron
oh,
is
okay.
unique. From all those one is 2.5, but the saffron one is 9.
Okay. Oh, I'm an IPA drinker. I will take this.
Yeah, this IPA is a very hoppy beer,
I'll take.
and this IPA is the least hoppy. That's the difference between the two IPAs.
Okay.
Okay, you can take like that because I have.
I want to take a picture of this
Oh, okay.
and this.
Oh,
I'm gonna get all of these. And I'm gonna try to fit them. I don't think I need that because I gotta try to fit them in my backpack.
oh, okay.
I'm just gonna put this down.
This one, and this one, this one,
Yeah.
and another one.
Was it this one? The porter?
There's a porter. This is.
I had
this
2
one?
IPAs.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. How often does this market happen?
The market starts June, and then that's October. October, June.
Let's see if I can fit all these beers in my tiny little backpack. Well, if these are good, I'll be back. Thank you.
Welcome.
There we go. We had a nice beer haul. I got to get my gimbal sorted. So that was Aria, A-R-I-A. So if you want to see me, no, it was 4 beers for $10. That was the deal. Now I have nowhere to put my gimbal when I'm done. If you want to see me consume those beers, head over to my other channel, Johnny Stumbles, where I stream every Sunday night, almost every Sunday night. Although last Sunday's was particularly bad, so don't use that as an example. And I will consume at least one of those on stream. With football going all day Sunday, that's my new thing every Sunday. I might go out and squeeze a video in the afternoon, but it's very possible that I will have consumed most of them before the Sunday night stream, so I'll try to save one. Yeah, Jeanette, I'll have to come back here. With my bigger backpack next time. Sorry I missed any chats while I was getting my beers ready. Who do you have tonight, the Giants or Washington? Ugh. Talk about a game I'd rather wear a blindfold than be forced to watch, but as I have the Ravens defense and they're playing Kansas City, I picked up the Giants defense. So I'm going Giants tonight. There is the Meridian Arts Center. Looks like there's a lot of people at a Cafe Lavender here. Someone's asking if that stuff came from looting. I believe it came from the brewery. It was a local farmer's market. This Cafe Lavender place is quite the spot. I think they have other locations. Trey Forever says the NFC East is weak. Even that year Eli won the Super Bowl, they were still a weak division. That was a very unexpected Super Bowl win. Hello, Allison. It is 4:32 p.m. in the UK. People dressed for work drinking Timmy's. Once upon a time, I was one of them. Willy Wonk's TL. I am 2 minutes from their home. That's neat. And because I've got this tiny backpack, I've got beer cans jabbing into my back. So I'm probably not going to go past Shepherd. Sometimes when I stream in this area, I like to walk all the way down to York Mills. is more wide angle. Material. So there's a nice little stretch of restaurants here, but the other side of Yonge has an even better stretch. There's a chat time inside that bakery. Beefing with the 7 Hong Kong street cuisine over there. Rugamo and noodles, Sushimoto. Hey, there's a Kung Fu tea. I think that's not the same chain as the one I went to in NYC with Action Kid. But nevertheless, it's got the same name. And a Mr. Tonkatsu. There's one of those in the annex right near Bathurst and Bloor. And there is a Government of Canada building. Evie would like to, sorry, Jeanette would like to see me in a suit. Right before I left Korea for Toronto, I went and I got 2 custom suits made. And I have worn them for less than 5 times in total since. Khaled, yes, this is North York. This entire walk, except for the first 2 minutes where I was in Markham, has been in North York. The neighborhood of Avondale is just over there to the left. That's a newly formed neighborhood, at least by name. I did a walk through there. I'm not sure where the exact border for North York is to the south of here. I kind of want to guess and say Wilson/York Mills. I might be wrong. There's another location of the fry. I'll pop the wide angle back on. One of my favorite Korean restaurants used to be here called June's. And they also had a location in Koreatown. That became one of my new favorite restaurants, Hankook. It's the best place to get dakgalbi outside of Korea, in my humble opinion. I think this is the place that used to be June's. Now it's Pujukan, authentic Korean barbecue. June's was so good. Why did you have to leave us, June's? And there's the old Shepherd Center on the left. I think Tio Steve gave me some money to grab a snack in there. Yes, this is the old town of Lansing. You might recall not too long ago, I did a live stream that went across Shepherd Avenue West. Well, here's Shepherd Avenue West. Oh. Yeah, I might have been off by a spot or two with the location of June's. And there's a look down Shepherd Avenue East, where I have also done a live stream. And I went back and I checked my e-bike stream from yesterday. And flat tire aside, I think I found the final form for those biking streams. I don't really think I could get the picture any more stable. And the connection disruptions were minimal to the point of being non-existent. So I'm kind of jazzed about that. It only took me, what, 3 months and a million gray hairs to dial in that setup. This P for parking here always throws me off. I always think it's a Popeyes. It's one of those WTF moments. The Walking Man dude says, would that video be more shaky on a bike with a flat tire? Well, you can watch the last minute of that video, Walking Man dude. Or should we say, Spinning Man dude. And you can see for yourself. When are you gonna arm wrestle Action Kid and watch Walker? You arm wrestled me, and I swore to secrecy to not tell anyone what you look like. And you arm wrestled the Ken Continuum? Dre Forever really wished the Allen Expressway continued into downtown. You, sir, will never be my friend with that attitude. I think of all the things Toronto has had to overcome, defeating that expressway is probably the single best thing the city has ever done. Imagine no Chinatown. The next thing we need to do is just get rid of the Gardner entirely, at least through downtown. Oh, it wasn't just a bad idea, Alex gets around to. They wanted to go through the Cedarvale Ravine and the Nordheimer Ravine. It was madness. And there's a look north. And since I've got all these, Tom Tim Tung says a SkyTrain would be nice. Yeah, but with SkyTrains, especially if you look at the BTS SkyTrain in Sukhumvit in Bangkok, you get this giant shadow being cast. I'm loving the teardown of the Logan ramp. I don't really care. I rode by that yesterday, but highways through big cities are a relic of the past. Oh. Hello? That guy slowed down and honked to say hi to me. Maybe he knows who I am, maybe he doesn't. And the CN Tower is off. There it is, right in the middle. I'm just taking a break. I should have wore a t-shirt instead of wore this long sleeve shirt, but oh well. On that note, guys, I think I'm gonna end this. Sorry it was on the shorter side, but at least we got a walking stream in. It's been a while. I don't know when I'll stream next. Before Sunday, I'll try. It'll probably be a scooter stream. But on that note, I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. If you want to see me drink those beers, or at least one of them, head over to Johnny Stumbles and subscribe there and hit the notification bell. I'll be streaming while slightly distracted by Sunday Night Football on One Else Sunday. Hopefully I have a better luck with the connection on Sunday. And today I might just go record a scooter video later today. I was thinking maybe doing all of College Street. I don't really know. College and Carlton. into the Riverdale West area. Anyways, guys, thanks to our mods for modding. Thanks to everyone who sent super chats and super stickers. And someone just subscribed. Thanks for subscribing. All right, I will catch you guys on the next one. Yoink.